Hello everyone. So today we're going to be taking a look at the all-new 2015 Volkswagen Golf GTD. And today's review is taking place in Dessadar Motors Volkswagen, situated in Donegal Town, County Donegal. For all contact information in regards to this dealership, please see the description box below. So in today's review, we'll be looking at the interior of the car. I'll explain how all the features work. We'll also start up, look at the engine, go over the performance data, and take a look around the exterior. Nicely designed key fob, a little bit of chrome at the bottom. And the exterior mirrors power fold when you unlock the car. And also the power fold up again when you do lock it. So this car still has some fancy plastics on it. So it's got 4 electric windows and a decent sized storage area. It's also carpeted, as well as some very nice black trim with brushed aluminium. Also got your lock and unlock and your power folding exterior mirrors, which are also heated. So this car only has 64 kilometers on the clock so far. And actually another thing I'm just after noticing about the key, on the very back here on the chrome, has the model designation GTD. Only after noticing that now. I don't know if that was written on the Golf GTI's key when I reviewed it. I never actually checked. So just apply the clutch and turn the key to power on the vehicle. So this car has a 3-spoke leather-wrapped multifunction steering wheel with electric rack companion power assist. Very nice feedback. And also has a manual rake and reach adjustable steering rack. And you also got the GTD logo and some very nice brushed aluminium going around the accenting. And it's of course electric rack and pinion power assist steering. Very nice feedback, and you can adjust the rake and reach just by pulling down this handle. And then you got your basic controls here for the cruise control and the volume controls for the radio. And then you got your Bluetooth and chip computer controls. So to demonstrate the chip computer controls, I'm actually going to have to turn on the radio for some of the options. So I'll just turn the volume all the way down. So you use these up and down arrows to navigate up and down, of course, and then these buttons here to navigate left and right, and then just OK to make a selection. So at the moment it's on the radio menu. If I just click over to the right, you can go to your telephone options, the vehicle status. You actually got a lap timer as well, the driving data, the assist systems, your navigation, and then back to the audio. So if I just click on something such as the driving data, just click OK. And then if I press the up and down button, you got a few different pages. So you got your speed, your average speed, distance, your traveling time, range, average consumption, and your total fuel consumption, as well as your oil temperature. There's a few different menus and sub-menus inside a lot of these different selections here. So I actually have the radio on at the moment, so if I just select the audio, you can go to your stations from here. That's a very easy system, handy to use. And also located down here is another storage area. And this car also comes with sports pedals as well. Look very nice. They're actually made completely out of brushed aluminium, and then as you can see the inside there just has a bit of rubber, easier for your foot to grip onto the pedal itself. And this car also features automatic headlights, and of course you got the black trim going around here again. Not entirely sure what the trim is. I thought at first it was kind of a carbon fiber look, but as you can see it's got some kind of interesting wavy lines. But in saying that, it does look quite good. It also goes around the clocks, along the radio, and across the passenger side of the dash. Speaking of the radio, it's actually a very nice one, so it is. It's the standard touchscreen that you see in most VWs, Skodas and Seats. Sound quality is excellent. And it's very easy to use. You can select the stations there as you wish just by tapping them, or you can actually slide your finger across. You can also have them listed like that. If I just click the return button as well, you can manually tune the stations. And if I click setup, you can adjust things like the sound quality and so on. all your basic sound options basically. And then off to the side here you got your standard controls. So you got your radio selection, media, which is things like your auxiliary and USB. You can Bluetooth your phone to it. You also got the voice command system, and this car has actually been equipped with satellite navigation as well. Now preferably I would rather have a bigger screen for the sat nav. This one might just be a little too small for my liking for a sat nav screen, but in saying that, you know, the quality of it's quite good. You just use this dial here to zoom in and out, and you just draw your finger across the map. Just turn the volume down a little bit more. So you got your different selections here. So if I click into view, I can choose to have it as a split screen. So I've got a compass here now and a sat nav map. And if I just get rid of that, day and night selection, so there's a nighttime selection. That's quite nice. And if I just cancel that, you can choose to view it in 2-dimension, which we have here, or 3D. 3D is actually quite nice. I think I'll leave it at that. And then if I click menu, you got things such as your navigation again. You can also select your phone, the music, your media actually, and then your radio. And you got your traffic data, sound data, and setup, and so on. And then if I go into car, you got all your truck computer status like you will have seen up on the small screen there. Just a few different menus for it. So you got your truck computer status long term, and as I said there, since you started and since you refueled. Now this car has actually never been refueled because it's actually only out of the factory. So you got then 3 selections there. And also up there you got your time as well as the outside temperature. So the radio is quite nice and easy to use, but as I was saying, if I was to have this with sat-nav, I would rather, you know, a bigger screen. And then down here you've got your climate control. So you got automatic mode, your different menu and selections. You can just power it off there, or I can just turn that down. And you also got your different fan speeds and so on, and your different temperature settings with very nice digital readouts. I can completely customize it, so I can have 17 degrees on the driver's side and 16.5 for the passenger, or we can just leave it on low. And this car also has a 6-speed manual gearbox, and it's actually got a very nicely designed kind of a golf ball shape for the gear knob, same one you find on the GTD. And the gear changes themselves are very nice, good and smooth. And to engage reverse, down, left and up. Now that little buzzing sound you might have heard in the back, that's the rear backup camera popping out from the VW badge, which I'll show you in just a moment. And also your rear camera, as you can see, shows up there, as well as the guidance lines. And then at either side of the gear stick you got 3 buttons. So you got your start-stop system, the traction control, and if I press this here you can activate and deactivate the parking sensors. And you also got a little storage area here. There's a cable in here. Yeah, I believe you can just plug your iPhone or your iPod into that, and then there's just an adapter here. Not sure what this is for. Just for, I suppose, any other devices you have. I'll have to look into that and see exactly what that cable's for. And it's also just got a little bit of rubber padding down here as well. And then coming into the center console, you got this ashtray, which of course is removable. And you got 2 integrated cup holders. You got a tiny storage area there, so you can put your keys or some coins in there, your cigarette lighter, your auto hold assist, as well as your electronic parking brake. And also the center armrest slides over and back. That's got a decent sized storage area as well. And also this car does have the same kind of sports seats that you find in the GTI. Very nice linear design. I really like that actually about this car. Seats of course are very comfy. You can see how much side the bolstering is here. And then up here you got a rubber padding here for your sunglasses container. Indeed, you actually can fit more than sunglasses up there. You could fit, you know, a phone or, you know, anything handheld like that. Will fit up there easy enough. You also got your interior lighting as well as your auto dimming interior mirror. You can just activate and deactivate that as you wish. Illuminate vanity mirrors. So the GTD has a very nice interior, plenty of standard equipment. So let's go ahead and check out the back seats. So legroom in the back of the Golf is very good, and headroom is excellent as well. It's also got a center mounted armrest. It also has 2 cup holders, and then there's this pass through into the boot. Just have to pull this up a little bit. And you got rear ventilation as well for the passengers. So we'll turn on the vehicle's power, as well as the headlights. Pull out for the front and rear fog lamps. We'll also turn on the hazards. And all 4 windows are fully automatic. So we'll just take a look around the exterior. This car is finished in carbon steel grey metallic. The GTD on the outside looks pretty much the exact same as the Golf GTI. It comes with these automatic bi-xenon projector headlamps with the LED running daylights as standard. It also has the LED fog lights with these very nice fins going around the fog light housing. Also in the honeycomb front grille you can also notice this big black sensor. This here is the automatic braking system. For example, if you are about to have a low speed collision going through town, the system will kick in and hit the brakes for you. The GTD comes with these 18-inch Gearbox alloy wheels as standard. It has ventilated steel disc brakes up front with solid discs in the rear. It also has an independent McPherson strap front suspension as well as a multi-link setup in the rear. I should also state that any Golf with over 118 horsepower will come with a multi-link rear suspension. Anything with less than 118 horsepower comes with a standard torsion beam. This is all set up so that Golf can handle. The GTD also comes with the exact same very nicely designed LED taillights that you get on the GTI as well as the Golf R. It also comes with rear parking sensors as standard as well as the backup camera that I was showing you guys earlier. It also has these 2 exhaust tips located off to the left, whereas in the GTI it's 1 exhaust tip per side. Boot space in the Mk7 Golf is very good as well. It features 380 litres of room. Very good in size. This here is just the cover that came from the factory for the front seat. And also underneath here you have a full size space saver wheel as well. Just a steel wheel. And also the rear seats do fold as well. Just pull this handle here and they fold in a split 60/40. And while the seats don't go entirely flat, there is no lips or ledges behind, so you can easily slide stuff towards the rear passenger area of the vehicle. The overall length for the Mk7 Golf is 167.5 inches. It has a width of 70.8 inches with a height of 57.2 inches, and the total wheelbase is 103.8 inches. And the bonnet release is located on the driver's side footwell. The engine is a 2-litre 4-cylinder TDI turbo diesel. It produces 184 brake horsepower at a top speed of 143 miles per hour. It also delivers 258 foot-pounds of torque, and its estimated MPG is about 67. So we're just going to finish up the review now. One other thing I forgot to show you is underneath the front seats there is a storage area. It doesn't pull out the whole way, but it can take up to 1.5 kilograms of weight. And there's another one, of course, on the passenger side seat as well. The GTD really can be thought of as basically a diesel GTI because it has the same kind of sports kit. It's got the same kind of steering wheel and, you know, standard equipment, and the same kind of sports seats as well. Seats themselves, as I said earlier, are very, very comfortable. Nice to sit in. And the GTD comes with a lot of good standard equipment such as the Bluetooth, the cruise control, that radar system I was showing you earlier for low speed collisions. It's got automatic headlights, LED running daylights, climate control and sat nav. So it's a very well spec car as well. And also a little bit of nice styling features here for the gear stick just to make it stand out from the rest of the Golf range with the kind of golf ball look. Very interesting design they've done there. Now the one thing I did notice about the GTD, and I'll actually list this in the description box below, is it costs nearly more than €1,000 than a GTI. Now I suppose the reason why is because diesel cars are usually more expensive than petrol variants, and also this will be more economical than a GTI. So, you know, it is quite pricey, so it is, as I said, it's over £1,000 more than a GTI, but I'll get the exact specifications and pricing and so on, and I'll put them in the description box below for you guys to look at. I think it looks very good from the outside. It's got very nice alloy wheels. It's just a very, very nice looking car overall. I really like the way they've done the front end, especially with the LED front fog lights. Well everyone, I hope you enjoyed this fun tour of the 2015 Volkswagen Golf GTD. Please remember to rate, comment and subscribe, and please stay tuned. Plenty more videos to come. Thanks for watching everyone.